I didn't want to interrupt you. Didn't want to interrupt you. Welcome to the city council meeting for Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. We want to welcome anybody in the gallery and for participating in the process of our representative government. We will have a time later for audience participation with a 3-minute limit on anything that is not on tonight's agenda. Would you join me for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Council President Sparks? Councilmember Banks?
Here.
Council Vice President Wilkie?
Yes, sir.
Councilmember McKay?
Here.
Councilmember Closey?
Here.
Councilmember Wheeler?
Here.
Councilmember Mize?
Here.
Councilmember Canopy?
Here.
Thank you. We have the approval of the minutes of January 28th, 2025.
Your Honor, I would move to approve the council minutes of January 28th, 2025.
Second.
Motion was made by Council Vice President Wilkie, seconded by Councilmember McKay. Public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. Next, we have the approval of minutes of February 11th, 2025.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the city council minutes of February 11th, 2025.
Second.
Moved by Council President Sparks, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Do we have any public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Next, we have the approval of the minutes of February 25th, 2025.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to approve the city council minutes of February 25th, 2025.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Canopy, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. Correspondence, you have the police monthly report for February 2025. Any council ex parte? Next, we have a public hearing. A resolution of the city council to adopt an official schedule of fees and charges for the city of Laurel and repealing all previous resolutions that set fees or charges that conflict with schedule attached hereunto upon its effective date. This is time and place set for a public hearing to approve zone change and zoning map amendment for the old, what? Never mind. Okay. So it's schedule of fees, not the old middle school zoning map. I'm opening this public hearing and ask staff to present the item, which we have. Open the floor for public comment. Are there any proponents? Are there any proponents supporting the item? Are there any proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Any opponents? Are there any opponents not supporting the item? Since there is no further public comment, are there any questions from council? Seeing none, I now close this meeting. Public hearing, sorry. Are there any council question or requests to remove anything from the consent agenda?
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda for March 11, 2025.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Closey, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Any public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. Next, we have nothing on the ceremonial calendar. You have the reports of boards and commissions of Budget and Finance Committee, Library Board meeting minutes in front of you. We now have audience participation with a 3-minute limit. Come up and name and address, please.
Has that got me on? All right. Michael Hammer, 508 6th Avenue, Laurel, Montana. I wanted again to start by saying thanks to you all for your service. And I started that way a few weeks ago when I appeared here, and then I got off on my rant of criticism, and that may have been lost in the translation. So I just wanted to return tonight and say thanks. I've followed up. I've been out of town and observed that the business is going on, and it occurred to me while I was out of town, I get that privilege. I got to speak here, and you all gave me the privilege to even be pretty ugly in what I was saying, and I appreciate that you listened, let me vent. But then you came back and kept working, and I'm off playing, and I take a very limited role in government here. I don't know if I've ever, like I said, I think that was my rookie appearance. Speaking, I may have done it once in the distant past, but as you can see, I really don't know what I'm doing here. And I have been very impressed with the grappling that I see going on. There are still things that disturb me, but I'm just wanting to say to you, you all show courage that I don't show, that I don't take the responsibility, I don't grapple, I don't subject myself to public criticism and so forth. And so for all of you, mayor, council members, lawyer, CAO, all of you that I have been critical of, I want you to hear my appreciation too. I started that way and got way off on criticism. And I don't feel badly about what I said. I feel maybe badly about how I said it, but I mostly want to say thank you for being public servants and being in the position you are where you will take criticism. So I wanted to return and follow up and say, I don't think you'll see me here a lot, maybe occasionally, but thanks for letting me to be here when I wanted to be here.
Thank you. I don't see anybody else, so we'll move on to scheduled matters. We had the appointment of Dean Rankin to the Laurel Urban Renewal Agency for the remainder of a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2027.
Mr. Mayor, I would move to approve your appointment of Dean Rankin to the Laurel Urban Renewal Agency for the remainder of a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2027.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Mize and seconded by Councilmember Canopy? Nope. Oh, why didn't I know that? Council Vice President Wilkie, sorry about that. Council, public comment? Any council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. Next, we have a resolution, R25-18, a resolution of the City Council to adopt an official schedule of fees and charges for the City of Laurel and repealing all previous resolutions that set fees or charges that conflict with the schedule attached hereto upon its effective date.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number R25-18.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Banks, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. Moving on, we have a resolution, R25-19. It's a resolution of the City Council authorizing the adoption of the 2024 Eastern Montana Region Hazard Mitigation Plan and Annex K for Yellowstone County.
Mr. Mayor, I would move to approve resolution number R25-19.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember McKay, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Any public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. And we have a resolution R 25-20, a resolution of the City Council authorizing the mayor to execute an independent contractor service with Fisher's Technology. This would be for the printers.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number R 25-20.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Wheeler. Are we going with Vice President Wilkie again on the second? Okay. Public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 8-0. We have no items removed from the consent agenda. Community announcements. How did bingo go?
It went well.
You all missed it. The Legion had bingo last Friday night. No booze though. No booze. Okay. And you made a little money. Good deal. Any community announcements? Council member, okay.
Thank you. This Saturday, the 15th, is a pub and putt. It's the chamber event. And there's like 15 to 18 mini golf holes set up at area businesses. So you get a team of 4 together and pick a tee time and go and do mini golf at the different local businesses. I happen to know one of them. There'll also be a lovely young lady with a lemonade stand and a few other things out in front of Molly and Friends this weekend. If you'd support our dance habit, that would be great. But yeah, there's still room for teams and they're $25 for a team. And then there's also a Stein holding competition that day that goes on at High Plains, I think at 3. And then the event concludes at Carlton, I think at 5:30 with awards and whatnot. So it's a really cool thing. It's family friendly. Great way to get out and about. Weather should be decent. So, and that is on Saturday, the 15th. And can I send you information to post? Is that all right?
Yep.
Thank you.
And you still have the run yet? Run/walk?
Yes, on June,
Oh, that's a ways away.
yeah, that's still a little bit away, but it'll be here before we know it. June 13th. It's the fundraiser for the Montana Firefighters Memorial over here. There's going to be an opportunity for the kids to run a short distance, and then there's also a 5K, and it'll be a whole event with food trucks, a street dance, alcohol, all the things. So as we get closer, we can talk more about that and opportunities to get involved or even just attend to support that. Thank you.
Anything else? Council discussion. Council President Sparks?
Just a reminder that we have the Public Works meeting on Monday at 6 here in council chambers.
Anything else? Any other council discussion? I have no mayor updates tonight. Any unscheduled matters? If nothing else,
Mr. Mayor, I move to adjourn the city council meeting.
Second.
motion made by Council President Sparks. The motion seconded by none other than Vice President Wilkie. Public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are dismissed.